Alright everybody, today what I'm going to be showing you how to do is replace your door speakers in a 2006 Honda Civic. This is actually pretty simple, pretty straightforward, but I'm going to walk you through it anyways. The first thing you want to do is get the door panel off, obviously. The way you do that is just inside here, there's a little clip. Kind of push that over. Easier said than done sometimes. Pull that little plastic bit out of the way. And there's a screw underneath there. Take that out. There are also two screws underneath here. Remove those. I apologize if I'm partially covering the camera. Couldn't really think of a good angle to get this at. Make sure you're setting your screws to the side somewhere where they're not going to get lost. Alright, the next part is to pop this little plastic bit off here. I apologize for the stupid Honda in the background and the train as well. Alright, so you pop this off. There's another screw right there you need to take out. And lastly, you're just going to grab this little piece here, pop that off, and then grab this, give it a good yank to disconnect your door from the panel. Then you're going to go around the back side and remove all the electrical connections and whatnot holding the panel in. And then just kind of set it off to the side. I'm not going to bother to disconnect all of the door linkages and all that. I just want to get it out of the way enough where we can get to this speaker. We've accomplished that goal. There's one screw holding this in. Remove that screw. And then I think the speaker is supposed to just come out after that. But let's try this out, see what we got. It's my first time actually removing the speaker, so I'm not 100% sure how to do it. So bear with me just a moment. But I do believe that's the one and only screw holding it in place. Perhaps I'm mistaken, so give me a few moments to figure this out. Feels like there might be something. Maybe not. Not 100% sure on this. Oh, there we go. Okay, so you pry that forward a little bit and then slide that up, and there we have it. From there, just disconnect the plug and you've got your speaker out. And you can see why I'm replacing it. The foam is just gone. It sounds terrible. So I've got this Pioneer that I'm going to replace it with. So the next step is I'm going to cut off this connector and then solder on the connections here. I've already pulled up the wiring diagram so I know which is positive and which is negative. So I'm going to go ahead and solder that and then show you how to install this. There's really no need for me to show the soldering part. I do have a video on how to solder if you're not sure how to do that and you would like to do that, or you can use butt connectors or whatever you'd like to do. It's up to you how you want to make your connections. I prefer to solder everything. So I'm going to do that, turn the camera off, and then once I figure out how I'm going to mount this, I'll turn the camera back on, show you what's up. Okay, so I've brought the camera in a little closer so I can give you guys a shot of what I've done. I cut this off, soldered it, put a little tape around it. I've got my connectors here. As far as what I did with this is I took the old surround, or the old speaker I should say, because the speaker was actually part of this plastic piece, and I took a pair of little side clippers and just clipped each one of the struts holding the speaker in and just pulled the foam around off of it because it was just coming off anyways. And then what I did was I notched this out so that the screw would go in. I took a little Dremel tool and just cut that out and make sure you don't hit your foam and screw that up. And then here, here, and here, I just peeled back this little foam, and there was like a little groove in there, and I just used the screws that came with the speaker, and they actually fit right in there perfectly. I had to drill a small hole here on this corner through the plastic. You want to make sure you drill a hole smaller than the screw, obviously. And that went right through there, and it actually is holding it in pretty securely, so I like the way this worked. If you don't want to modify your speaker or anything, they do sell on Amazon these adapter kits where you can just put the screws right in it. But I figured, what the hell, I'll reuse the old stuff. So from here, all you do is just slide the connectors onto the back of your speaker, and then you would just put the speaker mount back in the same way you took it out. And that would be securing the bottom first, sliding it down into position, and then putting your screw back in. From here, it's just a matter of putting your door panel back on. Oh, I took that out. I forgot my little thread nut here, because I didn't think I was going to reuse that, so I took it out. Since I am reusing it, I got to put that back in. So that's pretty much it. Pretty straightforward job. I hope it helps you out on whatever it is that you're doing to your car. If you liked the video, make sure you like it. If you found this helpful, make sure you share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel as well. I've got a lot of other how-to videos on how to do a lot of other things, and I thank you for watching. Good luck with all your projects. Okay, so one final thing, I went to go put the door panel back on. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but right here and right here looks like it's making contact with the new speaker, so it's kind of in the way, the screws and everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a box cutter real quick, trim that ring a little bit, maybe like 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch, give or take, just to get it to fit in there. That ring doesn't serve a whole lot of purpose but to direct the sound into the car, it looks like, so I don't think it's going to be a big deal at all to trim that. But, I mean, whatever, no big deal, that's what I'm going to do, make this thing fit. I'm not going back to the factory setup, so it's all good for me. You make the decision as to whether or not you want to do that. Same thing goes with the other modifications of this speaker. But, hope this helps you out with your install, and again, thank you. Okay, so after some trimming, I did actually get the door panel to fit on. I had to trim out this cone right here. It was hitting this cone on the speaker, this little ring here. Was not allowing the door panel to go on, but I just test fit it after trimming this off. I just used the kind of side cutters and nipped it off. It took me a few minutes, but I got it off. And I just tried to fit the door panel, and it does fit. So that is the final thing that you have to do, I promise, and this speaker will fit in your car. So again, thank you for watching. I appreciate it, and good luck.